How much would you pay for another share of NVIDIA? Today, I paid about $22. The other $184 came from options premium. And here's the important part. This wasn't a special opportunity or a lucky trade. It's a repeatable process that I've been using for months to gradually build my NVIDIA position while generating income along the way. Let me show you exactly what I did. This week's decision was about as simple as it gets. With NVIDIA trading at 205.40, today's decision is very simple. I've already decided that assignment at 200 would be acceptable to me. So I'll just do yet another straight roll for maximum income and see how that affects my overall position. The roll today will close the June 12th position and open a new one expiring on June 18th, and I can expect between $182 and $186. This week's fill was very close to last week's at 183.68 compared to 187.68, but my annualized rate of return is slightly higher because the market is not open next Friday, so this is a 6-day roll rather than a 7-day roll. While I'm recording this video, I am actually in the car. Vicki and I are on our way to Winston-Salem to pick up our honorary grandson, Vitaly, from the van that's bringing him home from summer camp at the North Carolina School for the Deaf. We stopped at Stamey's in Greensboro for some great North Carolina barbecue along the way.
North Carolina barbecue.
Isn't that what I said?
You said North Carolina barbecue. Western.
Sorry, I have been corrected. We stopped at Stamey's in Greensboro for some great Western North Carolina barbecue on the way. One of the things I like about this strategy is that it doesn't require me to spend all day glued to a screen. The trade took just a few minutes, generated about $184 in premium, and now I can get back to retired grandma life. And speaking of things that matter more than watching stock charts all day, stick around until the end to see Vitaly telling us about his week at camp. But first, let's look at what I decided to do with that premium and how buying this share only reduced my cash balance by about $22. And because I'm trying to get my NVIDIA share count above 200, I'm going to go ahead and add another share to the account today, which will be almost completely paid for with the 183.63. And the order to buy a new share just filled at 205.90. One share doesn't sound like much, but that's not really the point. The point is that this strategy is repeatable. If I can continue generating income from options and occasionally convert that income into additional shares, the position gradually grows without requiring large amounts of new capital. None of this happened because of one great trade. It happened because of a lot of small decisions repeated over and over again. Now my total out-of-pocket expense here is $20,138.32, and I'm going to divide that by the 179 shares that I now own to show that today's trades have brought my average cost per share down to $112.50. The net liquidity of the entire position is $35,330. And when I sum my total expense and the current value of all of the positions, I can see that my profit is $15,191. So that's how I added another share of NVIDIA today while reducing my cash balance by only about $22. If you'd like to learn more about how I use options to gradually build positions over time, visit my website. You'll find free and low-cost resources, including my trade log spreadsheet, books, courses, and videos that walk through the same process I use in these weekly updates. The goal isn't to get rich on one trade. The goal is to use options income to steadily increase ownership of productive assets over time.